Hey there everyone, what's up? Crapgamer here from Crapgamer Reviews, back with another video. Thanks for taking time to check it out. It's always greatly appreciated. Make sure to give me that thumbing and or liking, and subscribe if you haven't already, because that's greatly appreciated. And hit up some of my sponsors like Jay Williams Graphic God. His link to his Twitter account is in the description below, and you guys will find that, and you can buy some shirts and stuff like that as well. On to today's topic, and you kind of knew this was coming. I'm sure many of you will come out and say, oh, there's Crapgamer, he's damage controlling, he's salty, he's this, he's that. I understand that, but just listen to what I have to say before you jump on me or jump to those types of conclusions. I bought a PlayStation 4 a while ago strictly for Uncharted 4. That is probably my favorite series on PlayStation outside of the God of War series, and maybe even more so. As far as being salty over review scores, that's not entirely the case. What I want to point out is this. You look at review scores for Metal Gear Solid 5, right? And I called this early on before I ever even played the game. I said, I guarantee this game gets great review scores simply because Konami's been acting like jackasses. They've been kissing Kojima's ass, and that's basically what happened. The media ate it up. Everybody's like, oh, poor Kojima, poor guy, Konami sucks, let's go ahead and rate Metal Gear Solid 5 a 10 out of 10, give it Game of the Year and all this other stuff, right? And so that's what they did. The game's not a 10 out of 10, it wasn't great. It was a complete, I think, departure from the other games. It had some good elements. It was probably a good 7 or 8 out of 10, definitely not a 10 out of 10. But again, in a lot of these aspects, for the people that actually had to review this game had to do so in front of Konami personnel and were only allowed to do certain levels or what have you. So as far as I'm concerned, that's one of the problems in and of itself. Now, 10 out of 10. Let's take a look at this for a second. For a game to get a 10 out of 10, in my opinion, and I know a lot of people are going to throw this up, well, it doesn't mean it's perfect, it just means it was a good experience, blah, blah, blah. Well, if you're going to knock something on a game, then you should knock the score down. I've seen games get knocked or docked points on some of these sites for having too much water, too much A button, and things like this. You'll have a game, and you know, it's not just an Xbox thing or a Sony thing or a Nintendo thing, but you'll see games. I'll just use Gears for example, where they knocked this game for sticking true to the Gears formula with the multiplayer beta. Oh, it's too much like Gears, right? We saw that. We've seen those articles, right? Now, reading through the Uncharted reviews, Uncharted 4 reviews, it sticks tried and true to that Uncharted formula. 10 out of 10, right? But wait, didn't this site just knock the Gears beta and say that it stuck too close to the Gears formula? I don't get it. Do you get it? You know, like one of the things that I absolutely cannot believe, just in my heart of hearts, is that, and I've seen reviews like this where they go, now Uncharted 4 is a good experience, but it's far from perfect. And then you read and read and read, and then you get it. To summarize, Uncharted 4, 10 out of 10. You know what I mean? When you sit there and go, well, you know, it's far from perfect, but you just gave it a 10 out of 10. You know, I don't understand it. I'm happy that there's going to be a good game. I have this game pre-ordered. I'm excited for it. I want to play Uncharted 4. I'm looking forward to reviewing Uncharted 4. The main thing that I want to get across is that there needs to be a little bit more consistency with what these sites review, how they review it, and they need to look a little bit closer at what they're reviewing. If anything, the good review scores for more sequels is going to definitely scare off any potential new IP or anything like that. Just look at the way some of the new IP have been reviewed this generation. It hasn't really been pretty or fair, in my opinion. I don't know if it's, you know, I wouldn't jump to the media bias tip as much as just a media preference, or possibly, you know, this is, I believe, Naughty Dog says their last Uncharted game, and it could be. And they want to send them off on a good note. And I think Naughty Dog is one of those developers that gets a free pass on a lot of things, including Uncharted 3, which was far from perfect as well, but got a lot of 10 out of 10s even on IGN. You know what I mean? And so at the end of the day, I'm hoping that it's a great experience. Like I said, I'm looking forward to reviewing it and playing it, but I'm just not sure that And it's just opinions. I get that. But I'm just not sure that there's exactly a formula that these reviewers are following, and it's kind of laughable at this point. And, a lot of people message me, oh man, suck it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, guys, I'm happy that the game's getting good reviews. I bought my PS4 strictly for this game. It'll be my 9th PS4 game. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm not a hater. I just believe that there's something a little amiss when one game gets docked for sticking to the formula and one game gets praised for it. You feel me? Let me know in the comment section if you understand what I'm saying, or if maybe I didn't dumb it down enough for some of you Sony fanboys. Rack that shit up. Crapgamer out.